Hi, it is Monday. Good morning. Vicky is in a mood again. She is getting fast with that button. But I was ready for her this time.
Was I forewarned?
Yeah, I was ready for her. All right, so thanks everybody so much. I got so much going on here. Thanks so much for the awesome comments. I still haven't even got to them all. On the Christmas giveaway, it was just a huge success. So many entries, so much interest, so many likes and shares. Thank you so much, guys, and congratulations again to Melvin/Earl Nixon. And he was actually, coincidentally, the guy that we did the question with last Wednesday. Anyway, the phone deal. It's a fly. You left the door open, and now the flies are everywhere. Gosh, I missed him, though. I didn't get him. He was buzzing me.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so here we go. I got a question. We're going to do what? The shirts?
Steve.
Oh, Steve Nasby is the one that won the shirt. Darn Steve.
Something.
Darn Steve's signs or something. Anyway.
Just stop it.
Congratulations, Steve and Mary Nasby. You guys got a shirt on the way. So, let's get into this. I got a question from... This fly is flying. From Stan Meshik. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And he sent me some wood, actually. He sent me some of his boards. And these are, I think they're aromatic cedar. Really good. I think he's got a friend that actually mills these down for him. It's beautiful wood. Just gorgeous. Carves really good. But he has an issue. He says that it's beautiful wood and I've got a lot of it available to me. But the problem that I have is the router dust won't blow away without a fan. So I was a little confused on that. So I called him, we talked about it, and now I know what his issue is. And I think I have some possible solutions for him. So here's what we're going to do. I had mentioned last week our new template of the month is a Snowflake for December. And so I laid this out somewhere. Yeah, I think I got it here. I laid it out a couple times, and I'm going to carve this. And I actually discovered something. I'm still learning, guys. I'm still learning like you are. Just different things, I guess. But what I discovered, let me show you. So let me show you, number one, first what his issue is. I gotta take my hat off, put my cheaters on. Oh, you know what? I've got another thing that I got to go over real quick. Dadgummit. I forgot. I want to get this out of the way. You guys saw on the Christmas deal where I got that epoxy on my pad and it didn't come off, and it kind of got all over it and stuff, and so I turned it over and put this side down rather than the side with the texture down, and it doesn't work as well. So I learned that so I just swapped it out. The whole roll, I've got a brand new pad on there. I've still got some left on the roll because it comes in a roll. And I showed that on a video before. But anyway, so I swapped this out, and I don't know what I'm going to use this for, but I like it much better with the textured side down. It grips the bench much, much better. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. So what I found with this deal, and I'll show you what he was referring to, as far as the sawdust not clearing out. So I've got my profile cutter in, my profile bit. Get this cord out of the way a little bit. And I have got this set. There it is. I've got this set right now at about just a hair over 3/16. Okay, and it might be different for you if you've got a brand new profile bit, because this one has been ground quite a bit. So let me show you what's going on here. Here's my little octo lights. Yeah, it smells really good. But see the way the sawdust right there kind of blurs the line? If you wipe it off, well, now you can see it just fine. This is rough. This one I sanded down a little bit. So let me show you now. I'm going to carve a little bit more, and you'll see this a little bit more. So anyway, you can see that what's happening here is the sawdust kind of, it clears out, but it does kind of stay in there, and it kind of blurs the lines a little bit. And what he was saying is if he doesn't have a fan blowing on it, it kind of blurs his lines and he constantly has to wipe it off. So here's a possible solution. I'm going to back this off to about 1/8 of an inch. And what I found, well, if this works, yeah, that's a little bit, still a little deeper than 1/8. I'm going to back it off a little bit more, at about 1/8. Now we're going to see if it still does the same thing. It is still, but it is better. It's actually working a little bit better, but you can see it's still kind of clouded up right here to the point where I know where the line is, but where I had to wipe it off. But it is better. So that made it made it a little bit easier to read. Now, let's carve this one here. This was just rough, even though it's rough, but it's smooth enough that it's not really affecting the carving at all as far as the router base sliding or all this. But this one I sanded down smooth with my little armadillo sander. Let's see if it does the same thing. Okay, so bottom line, what I found out was that, number one, if you go a little bit shallower, an 1/8 of an inch with a profile bit is still plenty deep enough, you're not going to lose any of that from sanding. If you go a little bit shallower, it helps. And if you sand it off and get a smooth sand on there, it actually helps if you have a board that has this characteristics. Now, in contrast, if I'm carving my regular cedar fencing, it just isn't an issue at all, no matter what depth I'm at, because I was playing around with that as well. So it just doesn't seem to be an issue at all with this type of cedar. And I really don't know what species of cedar this is. I think it's something akin to a northern white cedar, but I don't know for sure. Did that come out all right, babe?
I hope so.
Okay. So it doesn't seem to be a characteristic that it doesn't want to clear, kind of muddy up your lines on this lighter color cedar, just on the aromatic cedar. So again, bottom line solutions, if you have boards that have that type of characteristic that are kind of blurring your layout lines, I would go a little bit lighter, a little bit shallower, that is, and get it down smooth. And, this kind of is related to, when we do that transfer process with the liquid, with the lacquer thinner and the laser jet printer. When we do that, remember, you need to get it super smooth and you get a better image. Well, that's not unlike this situation here. The smoother you can get the board, the better image that you're going to get, and it'll probably hold a little bit better if you have a board that has the characteristics of this aromatic cedar. So, oh yeah, I wanted to show you what that, I don't think I showed it yet, what that snowflake looks like when it's all done.
It's so
Oh, my turn to sneeze. Yeah, and this stuff just, the grain really, I just put one real quick coat of clear on it with the Krylon, and just makes the grain just kind of pop. So anyway, that is that kind. I think, Stan, I think that will help you go a little bit shallower and smooth your board out a little bit more, and I think you'll have better luck with that, not having to wipe that stuff off. So here's another thing that I discovered in doing, because I kind of played around with this stuff, carved some inset letters, carved some outset letters. And then actually on this snowflake, I actually carved it, sprayed it. Where I carved it, I brushed it out with my stiff bristle brush, and then I sanded it off, and I noticed some of that black came out of there. Well, it was because I didn't brush it good enough. And I've talked about this a lot on other videos. But what I figured out was, if you look at this brush that I've been using for, I don't know if this is going to show up, babe. I'm trying to get the angle here. This used to be flat all the way straight across. But you can see I brushed a few sides with it. So it kind of is tapered off. And now these are a little stiffer than what they need to be. So then I just ordered this. Actually, Vicky just ordered this off of Amazon. So this is my new brush. Remember, don't let your brushes get down, because I did. This thing, I just get used to using it, and I've used it now. I think I've used this one brush for probably 3 or 4 years. Anyway, so you got to make sure that these bristles get down in that groove and brush it really good. So don't let your brushes get worn out. And again, this is one of our Amazon products that, remember, video 241, we have, and the link will be in the description on all of our future videos. But if you go to video 241, in that video, the link to all of everything that we use is down below there. The link to makeawoodsign.com, where we have our router bits and our layout templates, you know, stuff like this. But then stuff like this that we don't make or stuff, there's Amazon links to all this stuff. Oh yeah, and I've got a new soft brush too. My other one, my other shoe shine brush was it was the same kind of thing. It was just starting to kind of get worn out. This thing is probably 30 years old. But anyway, so I got it. And this can't actually, these are really nice and soft. And what these are used for is after your sanding is done, if you've got any little kind of what I call feathers or little tiny splinters that are kind of fraying up and stuff, you can go over your carving really lightly and it just takes those right off. You don't want to get down in there and brush hard. But anyway, those come in a 2-pack. They're really good. They're a nice product. Anyway, that is it for that. What else did I need to talk about, babe? That is it. I think that's it. That's enough. Have you been timing?
Yeah, I don't know. It's going.
Okay. Anyway, that's it, guys. So we've got more questions coming up on Wednesday's video, and then we're going to start a brand new project if all goes well. I've got some work to do in the next few days, but if all goes well, we're going to start a brand new big project on Friday. And I'm excited about this one. This one's going to be really different than anything I've done before. And we've got a big announcement also on Friday. So stay with us. We'll see you guys. I hope you had a great weekend. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Got some really good questions I want to answer on Wednesday. I think you guys will really like this. So thanks again, everybody. And we'll see you on Wednesday. Have a great week. Bye-bye.